underreacting to this being Josh McDaniels' ninth Super Bowl appearance. 9, you guys. I think a win in this one puts him into the conversation with the greatest offensive play callers that we've ever seen in this league. This guy who started with the Pats, this guy right here, no visor, I hardly recognize him. He starts with the Pats. He's a personnel assistant. This is 2001, y'all. He had a shot at ring number 7, right, this next weekend. That's insane. Ring number 7. This puts him in the most impressive career arc ever. Take a look, and let me make this clear. I am not diminishing any of his accomplishments in any other season. Anyone you talk to that played under him in New England, top to bottom, will tell you what he has meant to that team, those teams that have cashed in. But to the public at large, Tom Brady and Belichick are always going to get the bulk of the credit. And maybe they should. Maybe Kraft gets a little credit, but it's, you always have that, but you had Brady, but you... Fair or not, Josh has been a divisive figure in this league after things did not work out in Denver, after things did not work out in Vegas. But what he's done this year is so impressive. We're not going to underreact to it going into this. To help Drake May make the jump from talented rookie to MVP candidate, to take this offense from bottom 3 to top 3 in the span of a year, he has become undeniable, right? We can all give that to him. He doesn't have a cast of established all-pros either. I don't think McDaniels or Drake have gotten enough credit with the way he's helped draw the best out of guys on this roster, okay? The man knows how to coach an offense, a Super Bowl winning big moment offense. And whatever happened as a head coach doesn't diminish what he's been able to contribute and lead with these teams. Vrabel, phenomenal head coach. This team is not here if we didn't bring McDaniels back as well.
I absolutely agree. If the New England Patriots are able to pull off this Super Bowl, I think it's time we start having the debate about having Josh McDaniels as the greatest offensive mind in football history. And he's never going to get the credit he deserves because he's doing it as an OC, not as a head coach. But you have to remember in those Patriots years where Bill Belichick, the defense was outstanding, but there was also years where that defense is atrocious, where Tom Brady goes and puts up 505 yards and they lose to the Philadelphia Eagles. Josh McDaniels was there for all 6 Super Bowl wins. This is his 9th Super Bowl. 9 of them. And you look at what he's done with this Patriots roster. From a bottom 3 offense last year to taking a second-year QB, making him a top 3 offense in the league. Drake May right now is number 1 or number 2 in MVP voting, along with Matthew Stafford. Now, if their offense completely fizzles out, because to be fair, this playoffs, their offense wasn't what won them games. Their offense didn't look great, to be honest. Not against the Texans, not against Denver, right? They just did enough to win those games, especially against Denver, to hold onto the ball and not turn it over, forcing one of his former quarterbacks, I might add, Stiddy, to turn it over. Now, we can talk about his head coaching tenures. I don't think he stood a chance with the Broncos, to be honest. That roster was not great. Having Kyle Orton as your quarterback, you're going to be out the league. And that's what happened. He was there for 09, 010. They kicked him out. With the Raiders, it's kind of hit or miss. They picked Jimmy Garoppolo to be his quarterback. Now, with the Raiders, especially the loss, really not even the Las Vegas, just the Raiders in total, we have not seen them win a Super Bowl since, I think, 84, right? With Tom Flores, they just have not been successful since 84. I know they made the Super Bowl in 02. They got blown out by their former head coach, I might add, Mr. Gruden. I think letting him go was a mistake over there. But if he's able to do this, I think it's time we put him in the same conversation. And people are going to hate me for saying this, as a Bill Walsh, as some of these, and I know the founder of the West Coast offense, and people are going to hate me. They're going to be disgusted. But we remember after Walsh retired, it was crazy because I wasn't alive during the last Niners Super Bowl, but after Walsh retired, George Seifert came in and he won 2 Super Bowls as the head coach of the San Francisco 49ers. Either way, one of the greatest offensive minds or not, he doesn't get enough credit for how successful the New England Patriots have been. because Tom is no longer there. Bill is no longer there. The only people still there are Kraft, I guess Vrabel, but Vrabel wasn't coaching back then. And really the key success is bringing back Josh McDaniels. And it's fantastic move by Kraft. Kraft is just, he saw Vrabel on the Browns just rotting away, and he thinks this guy took Ryan Tannehill to the AFC Championship. If I empty out my checkbook, we spend decent to build around this team, let's see what our potential takes us.